President Donald Trump is suing the New York Times for defamation and libel, asking for $15 billion in damages. But what do these terms actually mean? Defamation is the act of sharing a false statement as fact that would damage someone's reputation, either intentionally or with a reckless disregard for the truth. If that falsehood is published or broadcast, permanently recorded, then it's libel. If it was just spoken, then it's called slander. But for journalists, there is more to it, and to fully understand, we have to rewind 65 years. Back in 1960, the New York Times ran this full-page ad from the Committee to Defend Martin Luther King Jr. It criticized actions by the Montgomery, Alabama Police Department, but some of the details weren't accurate. The city's public safety commissioner, L.B. Sullivan, wasn't even named in the ad, but since it was his job to supervise the police, he sued for libel and won in Alabama courts. He was awarded $500,000, which today is like $5.5 million. The New York Times appealed and it went to the Supreme Court. And in a unanimous decision, they sided with the Times, ruling that public officials need to be able to prove actual malice. Meaning there needs to be proof that the publisher knew something was false, or at least they had serious doubts about it being true, and they shared it anyway. The Supreme Court recognized that if public officials could use lawsuits to intimidate news organizations and make them scared to report anything negative, the important watchdog role that journalists play would be severely compromised. And because of this actual malice standard, defamation cases usually fail or are settled out of court. So does the New York Times coverage include falsehoods that meet the actual malice standard? Let us know what you think. And if you want more news and media literacy on your feed, follow along.